any external pressure from family members when it comes to, when you want to sell their property, especially a family residence and all these things, right? Any pressure on that?
So my client is actually the donor as a professional donee. So I will expect the donor, we will talk with the donor and get the donors to actually list down what are their wishes and preferences in black and white so that we are very clear as to what he wants, and at the same time we will know how to act for him in the event that he lose mental capacity. So we have actually seniors donor who has more than one property. Then they have to decide like which property to sell first. All right. They will tell you specifically, okay, you can liquidate this one and not the other one. Maybe sell off my HDB first before you liquidate my condo. All right. Then we also have cases where family members will approach us, but family members most of the time do not have the full picture. And when they do not have a full picture, right, and we actually need not take, okay, sorry, maybe say it another way. The donor is actually our client, right? And we, under PDPA, we are not supposed to release any of their confidential information to the family members.
Okay.
And family members actually may not have the full picture of the list of assets that this person has. So even if they pressurize us, we must know what we are doing, basically.
I think it boils out and brings back to a very important point or aspect of estate planning is that usually we encourage people to actually have more clarity when it comes to such planning, when one is unable to speak for themselves, right? So a lot of wishes, intentions, it has to be listed down very clearly.
Correct.
So that we can prevent disputes. So I think one of the myths is that by engaging a professional donee, I don't need to do anything else. There's no need for further communication with the family members. But I think based on what you share, I think it's also good that certain of their wishes and all this, other than communicating to touch, they should also communicate to the family so that everything can be smoother when you guys are actually executing these duties.
So we usually will get the donor to inform at least one family member who are close to them to let them know that they have engaged a professional donee so that when we show up, they will not be surprised and they will know how to work together with us. Right?
I see. Okay. So, okay, maybe another part of things that maybe can you share with us a case study that based on what we shared earlier, we can actually engage Touch to just manage our personal welfare only, right? And whereas they can have a separate PDD to handle their property and affairs. Right? So in this case, there are multiple organizations involved in managing one person. Right. So I believe you will have a case study like this or a real life example. Maybe you can share with us how every organization comes together in the best interest of the donor.
We do have one case in which the senior has significant assets, right? And actually very complex family dynamics.
Slowly.
We do have one case where the donor has significant assets and very complex family dynamics. And we actually recommended this person to do LPA Form 2 because they wanted to appoint us as professional donees. But for this particular case, the donor chose to actually appoint us for personal welfare and a trust company to do their properties and affairs. So what happens is in the event that he lose mental capacity, every decision that we make in the area of personal welfare, the property and the trust company will then reimburse whatever expenses that we spend on the person who have lost mental capacity.
Okay. So basically, they are like the bank account.
Yes.
They manage
the finances.
Right. And then you manages the personal welfare. So whenever you require funding for the donor, then you will go to.
Yeah, so we will also invoice them to pay us the service fee for service rendered.